I can see you. We're live. I don't have to hear the reverb coming from back there. I said I don't have to hear your reverb coming from back there. I can hear you from your phone. Let's give it some time. Let the people join the live. Robin, you just joined the live? We got three. We got three so far. Welcome, welcome. We're going to give it a few minutes and then we're going to start. I got some people I want to shout out. Really? That's not going to see you from way back there. We're not going to see you properly from way back there.
So you want to sit in here? You want to sit over here? Come on, sit over here.
We got 7 people. 7 people in the chat. 7 people in the live.
I'm not getting on.
9 people. 9 and counting. Come on, people. Let's go. Welcome, guys. Good afternoon.
I'm not getting in.
Hmm?
I'm not getting in.
No? How come?
It's a for site.
Yeah, but you have to. You don't have an account? Oh no, you don't have an account, Robin. You gotta set up an account.
That's why you did not subscribe.
Yeah. Welcome, folks. Just give me a few minutes and we're gonna start this live, all right? Mm-mm. When you got your phone, you ever set up a Google account? Yeah, you gotta set up a Google account. Welcome, people. I want to hear myself. I don't want to hear myself all the time. It really does. And I can hear it right from you. You see? Folks, we got 12 people in the live chat. 12 people. Come on, let's go. 6 o'clock. I'm giving you guys some time. Questions and answers we're going to do today. Today's a very muggy day. I'm sitting out here and it's humid. I figure we do this live in the backyard. All right, so let's go. So basically, the purpose of this live is to give you an update about my trip and going back to Guyana, taking my dad back to Guyana after almost close to 40 years. He hasn't really traveled internationally. So I took him back to Guyana. It was supposed to be a surprise visit. I wasn't really supposed to be in Guyana, but it was a surprise visit for my wife. I tried to surprise her, but the cat got out of the bag and it was, but nevertheless, it was a good, fun trip. So there was a few things we went to Guyana for. It was either take my dad back, and also we attended this wedding that we were invited to. But we're not going to get into the wedding topic. We're going to stay far away from that one. But as far as my dad, he did enjoy his little vacation that we took him to. He had a good time, and I know that he can't wait to go back. I know that he can't wait to revisit Guyana, and I believe he's planning on doing that very soon. So you'll see him again in Guyana pretty soon. As far as the trips, guys, if you're going to Guyana, a lot of things has changed. A lot of things has changed as far as the immigration process. As far as the immigration process, they're not doing pencil and pen and paper anymore. All right. So when you guys go into Guyana, you guys need to go to Google. You need to go to your Google search, and you need to enter in Guyana immigration form. All right. When you go to Google, you enter Guyana immigration form, you will get this. I don't know if you can see that clearly. You'll get that. You see it says Guyana, arriving to Guyana, you'll fill that out. Leaving from the USA. You answer a few questions, passport information, and all that good stuff. Your name. Okay, if you don't have this filled out, you're gonna have problems when you reach your destination. You're gonna have a lot of problems. Okay, you need to fill that out 2 to 3 days prior departing from the USA. Returning from Guyana, when you're getting ready to leave from Guyana, you do the opposite. You see, it says arriving on the top and it says departing on the bottom. Okay, you need to fill out the departure form as well. All right. If you don't do that, leaving Guyana, you'll run into problems. So we did that, and we arrived in Guyana, and we had issues as far as the new setup that they have with the immigration. They have like these little scanners. You scan your passport, and you will go into this like little like what should I say, a little gate with a camera scans your face, and the gate will open, showing that you're clear to enter. But that process, we had a lot of problems with that. For some reason, when we keep scanning our passports, the gate would not open. So I think they need to work the kinks out on that one. I know Guyana is trying to go in a different direction as far as immigration, and as far as it was very quick. The process was very quick, but they need to fix the bugs out of the machine as far as scanning your passports and the gate open. So we had to end up going to a live person who actually stamped our passport and let us through. So that process is still kind of, still got some bugs in it. But as far as going through immigration, it was the smoothest process. Smoothest process. No problems. So let's get to driving to our location. The development is ongoing. You can see all the changes in Guyana. Lots and lots of changes as far as the streets development. Um, Traffic is bad, terrible traffic, terrible traffic, guys. So if you're going to Guyana, don't expect to reach your destination anytime soon. All right, make sure you walk with a lot of water, and make sure you have a nice car with full AC, because you're not going to make it. It's hot. But like I said, it's coming along. Give it another year or two or so. Guyana should be, the roads should be in a better in a better state, better condition as far as traffic, but it's very slow. And you don't want to think about coming back. When leaving Guyana, I know they normally told you guys, like they normally would say, well, listen, give yourself 2 hours prior. Give yourself 4 hours. I'm telling you, you're not going to regret it. Give yourself 4 hours leaving Guyana, get into the airport. Give yourself 4 hours because the traffic is crazy. The traffic is crazy, guys. You don't want to miss your flight. So we had a little issue um, as far as our stay. Um, I booked this Airbnb. I booked this Airbnb. Normally, when we go to Guyana, we usually stay in a hotel. We usually stay in Status Hotel. This hotel is somewhere on Coral Street, Coral Street in Georgetown. We usually stay there. It's a kind of a Brazilian hotel. This time we decided to stay in the Airbnb because the hotel usually the breakfast and lunch and dinner is usually not our thing. Okay, so we decided to do something different this time, and then we stayed in Airbnb. And that Airbnb, it was, I can't say terrible, but it was bad. It could have been better. So I booked this Airbnb. I was communicating with the host throughout maybe 2 weeks prior before we went to Guyana. We were talking all during the flights coming to Guyana. We were texting each other. Everything was good. I was letting them know that our flight was delayed and we were going to reach in Guyana a little bit late, and everything was still on track. Everything was good. We were communicating via text message. Finally, when we got to Guyana, um, we went to the location where the Airbnb was. I'm going to give you guys the address because you guys, if you guys book this Airbnb and you guys see this address, don't even go there. Don't even book it. So this first place was 35 Kitty Public Road in Georgetown, Guyana. That was the original place we were supposed to stay. So when we got there, the host met us outside, and the first thing he said to us was, "Don't take your bags off the bus." So when we heard that, we was like, "What?" So he said the previous renter was still in the building, and they choose to stay 2 additional days. Now, if you got people coming from another country and they're booked up for a certain amount of days, and you got people still in the building, what do you expect these new people to go, like us? So he said not to worry, he has another location he's going to take us to. So, to less argument's sake, we decided to go with the second location that he took us to. When we got to that location, there were roaches in the damn drawer. You open the drawer to get a spoon, you see roaches.
We didn't find out that until later.
Okay, roaches were in the drawer. Okay, the water in the bathtub would not go down. There's a whole lot of problems. You got rat drop-ins all the way outside. A whole lot of problems, and we couldn't. It was short notice. We couldn't book any place at that time to go someplace different. Okay, so we were kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. We couldn't go anywhere, so we had to just ride it out. But my thing is, if you're gonna book an Airbnb, are you gonna rent an Airbnb? These Guyanese people, they always think about money. That's all they think about. They don't care about nothing else. They think about money, 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 money. Once we paid this guy in full, we never heard from him again. I keep texting this guy, calling this guy. He would not respond to me. So I said, you know what? Let's just enjoy our stay, make the best of it, and then we'll do different in the future because we will never rent that place again. The second place he took us to was 215 De Silver Street. So 35 Kitty Public Road and 215 De Silver Street. You guys leave those places alone. If you guys go to bookings.com and you look up I think Sheik's apartment rental, Sheik's apartment and car rental. If you see that name, just stay away from it. Don't even attempt to book it. Roxanne Prince, big up yourself. I see you in the place. Roxanne is my sister-in-law, guys, and she was there with us on this trip, and she knew exactly what we went through, and she knows exactly what I'm talking about right now. So, big up yourself. All right, Sati Singh, big up yourself. We got Joseph Raj, big up yourself, sir. Bam Bam, big up yourself. Simon John is a family member. Big up yourself. Thank you for the wonderful comments, and thank you for supporting us. You got another Auntie 3541. I don't know where you're from, but big up yourself. Thank you for watching. Johnny Walker. Yo, where you, man? Johnny Walker, blue or black? Which one? Big up yourself, Johnny. Amish, big up yourself. West Indian girl, big up yourself. Padwati Singh, big up yourself. Thank you guys for joining the live. Now, someone asked me about the smell, especially border market and Stabrook market. To be honest with you, the smell in border market, I can't remember smelling anything around border market because I was there and we were eating. We were eating at the local stand. You know, we normally go there and get like a little egg ball and a little stuff like that. And to be honest with you, we weren't. It wasn't no smell. I think what the people are doing now, they have like this kind of like chlorine or they're using this some kind of sanitizer that they're soaking the place with, like in the fish stands and all these places. So honestly there were no smell coming from border market. I didn't go to Stabrook, so I really can't tell you what Stabrook market smelled like. But I did not go to Stabrook. I did go to border market. I also went to Maripo market. Maripo market is nice and clean. There's no smell. You could smell local regular fish, people cleaning fish. We know what fish smell like. But otherwise than that, there wasn't no like smell the way but you can't stand it. I know back in the days when we used to travel to Guyana, we used to see like dead dogs in the streets. Like dogs would get hit and they would stay there and swell up and start stinking. There was no such thing. We didn't smell none of that. We didn't smell none of that coming from coming from you know going into Starbuck Market or going into Maripo Market. Matter of fact, sorry about that. Going into Maripo Market, we didn't smell none of that. Um, the Airbnb rental, of course, is in front of a house, so you can actually smell like the gutter, that little black water they got in front there. You could smell like the gutter water because that water is usually coming from the house. Like if you like cooking or flushing or doing whatever, it comes like in that little gutter. Your kitchen sink, all that water comes to the gutter. So that's like a little smell to it. But that's pretty much it. But otherwise than that, man, Guyana, there's no smell really. So why? Thomas, Thomas, Chinese food. Huh. Let me tell you something. There's a place called Cambo Chinese restaurant. It's between Pleasance and Monrepo Market, right in between, maybe 2 miles from Pleasance. There's a place called Cambo. The Chinese food was amazing. This was my second time going back there and eating Chinese food. The Chinese food. I don't know about the stray dogs, but I know the Chinese food was good. I don't know if they're catching the stray dogs and cooking them, but that's for you to believe. I don't know, but we did eat Chinese. We did go to New Triven. We had Chinese there as well, and the Chinese food was, it was good. Yes, Roxanne, we know. Roxanne is saying that she give the host her dirty sheets to wash. She gave the host her dirty sheets to wash, and she never received new ones. She never received new ones. So that's how bad this place was. These people are just, they're just all about making money. Like I said, once we paid them in full, we never saw them again. We never saw them again once we paid them in full. Even when we left, the day that we left the Airbnb, we left like about what, after 8, after 9 maybe, and we never saw the host when we were leaving. I guess they were too embarrassed to show their faces because we were trying to contact them throughout the whole time that we were there. So I guess they were too embarrassed to show their faces, but we never saw them. The day that we paid them in full to the day we getting ready to leave, we never saw these people. So, but don't get us wrong. I mean, the location of the Airbnb, nice location, quiet location. It's just those minor things that could have been different and it could have been better. Customer service should be number one, and you want people to come back and enjoy your place. But doing things like this, not responding to phone calls or text messages, you know, no one's gonna rent your place again. And my wife was telling me not to do this. She's like, "Oh, leave it alone. Just leave it alone." And I wasn't gonna do this, but I don't want you guys to get into that situation that I got into. Okay, Sheik's apartment and car rental. You go in there spending your money, and money doesn't fall off a tree. You work. We as Americans over here, we work hard for our money. We want to go back and we want to enjoy ourselves and be comfortable. You spend all this money, and then these people don't show up. They grab your money and you don't see them again. That's ridiculous. So I think the next time I do go to Guyana, I might end up going back to a hotel, or someone like literally have to recommend me to a Airbnb that they experienced and they stayed there before. That's the only way. My other sister-in-law was in Guyana. She had a beautiful Airbnb, but just the location was, no, but she had a beautiful Airbnb, guys. I think she had one of the best. She had the best Airbnb. You guys remember, if you watch my video, you'll see me on the rooftop, the Kwekwe night. She, the Kwekwe night in the rooftop. She stayed in that building, and I believe I showed you guys the outside of the building that she stays, the big white building where we were going to Monterey Market. I believe you guys saw that building. Um, the area is not, uh, to me, it doesn't look safe. Maybe, I'm just speaking from my personal experience. I don't know. It doesn't look safe to me. It looks like across the street, look like a tenement yard or something. Okay, and there were like gunshots the night before she left the area. She said she heard like 12 gunshots around the area. So you know, but the apartment was beautiful. It had everything in there, everything in that apartment, but it was beautiful. But just the location is not, not for us. So I believe I will be staying in hotels until I find something better. But like I said, Sheik's apartment, 35 Kitty Public Road, Georgetown, and 215 the Silver Street. If you guys ever see these addresses while you booking to go to Guyana, leave it alone. Ravi, what's up, my guy? What's going on? Welcome, man. Welcome to the live. So, otherwise than that, my experience in Guyana, you guys know, man, I love Guyana. You guys know Guyana is my thing. You could go anywhere in the world and visit anywhere in the world, but once you go back home, it's just a different feeling. It's a different feeling. Next month, I'll be in DR. I'll be in DR early next month. I'm going down there for a special occasion, and you guys gonna see me. You guys gonna see us down there. Hey, you're talking about the bandstand area in Georgetown. The bandstand area in Georgetown. There's no more vending. No one is allowed to vend in that area. You can't go and sell anything on the streets. They got these new vendor areas that you have to either rent a spot or go somewhere else because you can't really be there. But the public bathrooms in that area is clean. I've never seen such clean public bathrooms in Guyana. I'm telling you. No, no, Lisa. I'm not at the black party. I'm at the I'm in my backyard. It's a pronunciation. I know. Black, 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 Block. Yeah, but the the block party was nice. It was quiet, a little quiet party with some friends. We just hung out and we came back home. That was it. I guess we went to Guyana the wrong time because when we got there, it wasn't nothing really going on. Um, it wasn't nothing really going on around that time. It was a local cricket match. I think Guyana won the cricket match that time. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, Rafi. Um, I usually don't stay at Airbnbs. I usually stay in a hotel. But like I said, if I do know like someone, like an individual, I have like a nice house or whatever, I won't mind renting it. But the first experience in renting an Airbnb this time, it was awful. Guyana is definitely beautiful, Ravi. Definitely. That ain't gonna stop me from going back home, bro. That would never stop me from going back home. I just would do things different. That's all. Yeah, do things different, man. And I don't stay with family. Like if you go into Guyana, you go on a vacation. Like me, Guyana is not my home. I live in America. So when I do go back home, I'm on vacation. So I'm gonna stay in a nice hotel or a nice Airbnb or someplace. I'm not staying with family. I want to wake up whenever I choose to wake up. I want to walk around. However, I choose to walk around my house and want to sling my balls here and there. That's what I want to do. I don't want nobody watching me and telling me, "Oh, you're sleeping too late." You know. Yeah, Roxanne. You want to be comfortable. Roxanne is my sister-in-law, guys. Big up yourself, Roxanne. One love always. Damn right, man. Like your privacy. I mean, you going back home to have fun, especially when you come home when you come home 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning from hanging out. You wanna wake up your own time. The thing about staying at the status hotel, um, the status hotel, the location is very nice. If you guys look at some of my videos when I went home for like Christmas in December, if you guys look at some of my videos, I stayed at the status hotel. The status hotel, the location is very nice. It's very quiet. It's very clean. The only thing about the status hotel is that they have a gym on the very top floor. And sometime like early in the morning, you could hear them working out. You could hear like dropping like weights on the ground and stuff like that, and you could hear stuff like that. But it's not terrible. But the food and the breakfast that they serve is not good. The last time we were there was serving beans and hot dog for breakfast. No, no. So we had to end up going on the streets and eating, with little polari and with little egg ball and thing. You're right. You're right. You're right. Lisa, you're definitely right. Yeah, but that one experience is not going to change us. You could have bad experience any place, but it's just that we were definitely disappointed. Spending all that money for an Airbnb and had to go through this nonsense. I mean, simple sheets we couldn't get. Simple sheets, we were calling this guy. And mind you, like I said, me and this guy were communicating all the way from the US straight to Guyana. We were texting each other on this flight, back and forth. And my sister in law, Roxanne, and her husband went to Guyana before us. So they went to Guyana a few days before us. So They stayed in Essequibo. So when we actually reached the Guyana, they were supposed to come and stay with us, right? So I already gave him the first address, which is 35 Kitty Public Road. That was the address I gave him that we were supposed to link up. So say suppose this guy didn't had no telephone. Say suppose this guy didn't had no way of contacting me or me contacting him. He would end up going to that location and we already gone, and he would have been stranded. So thank God he had a cell phone and he had internet, and I sent him a message saying, "Listen, location changed," and I gave him the second location for us to link up. You're right. I should, well, Jamaica. Well, Jamaica is coming up. Okay, we're gonna go to Jamaica again. We went to Jamaica last year sometime, and we didn't get a chance to actually tour that Jamaica that much. But that's one of our next thing to do. I want to go to Jamaica and just tour Jamaica. You know? Yeah, man. Yeah, Ravi. Guyana definitely they need competition. They need competition, man. The more business develop, the less you see prices go down because there will be a lot of competition. Yeah, eating at a restaurant is like eating at a restaurant is like it's like a waste of time. It's like basically you're just paying to rest your head, because majority of the people that goes to Guyana, they don't eat at these hotels. They go on the street. By the time you finish walking in the street, your belly's so full, you come back, you ain't eating nothing at that hotel. So you're just paying to rest your head basically. Lisa, actually, yeah, you're right. This Airbnb we stayed at, it didn't have no air conditioning in the living room. The bedrooms had air conditioning. So when we step out and we go walk the streets, we had to like leave the bedroom doors open so the living room can be cool. We turn on the air conditioner and leave the bedroom doors open so it can be cool. The living room just have like fans and that's about it. But there's no air conditioning in the living room. I don't know why they do that. But hey, you live and you learn and you adjust and you prepare for next time. I definitely learned my lesson as far as renting Airbnb from certain places. I need to do my homework, and like I said, this was a rush rental. My wife saw the place and she fell in love with it. She's like, "Oh, it's 2 bedroom and it can accommodate my dad on the first floor downstairs." So we went with it. And then when we got there, instead of this guy telling us, listen, the Airbnb is but then again, how can you? It's like if you're booking a place, you have a calendar, you see all these available dates, and you choose your dates. No one is supposed to choose those dates after you choose them already. It's supposed to be blocked out. Why, Jay? I'm actually thinking hotel is the way to go, bro. I'm actually thinking hotel is the way to go. I mean, at least when you leave, you can have your room clean. They have that little card you leave on your hotel door if you want your room clean or if you don't want it clean. And at least you have fresh sheets when you come back. So we actually end up staying on our sheets. We stayed there for like what 7 days, 6 days, 6 days. We actually had our sheets changed once. Now we had our sheets changed once, and my sister-in-law, they like I couldn't even find sheets for them. It's so ridiculous. So but it'll be different next time. My dad had a great time. He had his own place right next door to us. He had his own place. He was very comfortable. One thing about him is that he still think that Guyana is long time, long ago. He's like nonchalant, walking down the streets, not even paying attention. But the man was counting money. The man was counting money in the streets, walking, counting money. We had that, but I had his back, just looking, just paying attention, looking, because he wasn't paying attention. But I gotta let him know, stuff like that you can't do, because people will snatch your stuff in a heartbeat and run away. Yeah, you're right, because Lisa, you're right, because my niece, she actually came down and she slept in the living room. She slept in the living room, but she had the fan. We give her like fans and stuff like that to make her feel comfortable. But you know, otherwise than that, there was no AC. Johnny Walker, what's up, buddy? Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Johnny Walker in the house, people. Big up yourself. Yeah, but I mean, what can you do? Guyana is developing. We came a long way, and let's give it some time. You know, let's give it some time to develop more, and we'll see what happens. Yes, yes, Ravi. I did went to Essequibo in the previous vlogs. This time I did not get a chance to go to Essequibo because my father-in-law actually lives in Essequibo, but he was in Georgetown, so it didn't make any sense to us to go all the way up there, and he was right here because. But look at my other vlogs, man. Look at my other vlogs. Look at the Essequibo vlogs, mainstay. Look at Kapui Lake. Kapui Lake vlog. Look at my Plaisance vlogs. Yeah, I've been going to all these places, and you could check out my Antigua vlog last month, sometime 2 months ago. I was in Antigua and Jamaica and St. Martin's. Look at all these vlogs, guys. Go check them out. And like I said, next month I'll be in DR. I'll be in Dominican Republic next month, early next month sometime. Now this month is almost done already. We got what? It's August. We got 3, 4 more days for this month to be over. So in September sometime I'll be in DR. Rafi, thank you, man. You say you saw all of the vlogs. Thank you, brother. A true supporter right there. Rafi Singh. Rafi been with me from since day one, guys. Rafi's always been there. Thank you, Raf. Yeah, but even though we have money, the development is still taking time. You know, development is still taking time. You're paying all these contractors all these billions of dollars to get these things done, and they're either doing a half shit job, and then they got to come back and do it over. So it's a lot of it's a lot of time wasted. It's a lot of time wasted, but we'll get there. We get there eventually. And the new bridge that they're building, oh my God, guys, the new bridge looks great, looks wonderful. Hassan, thank you. Welcome. Lisa, Cuba. Where are you from? Are you from Cuba? One day, one day, I want to go. I want to go to all. I want to go to all the countries, man. I want to go to all the countries, but of course, we have to work because like I tell people, YouTube is not my bread and butter. We all have 9 to 5s. I just do YouTube because I just like to travel, and I'm just documenting as I go. Anthony, thank you. Anthony, thank you. Anthony said he's new. He's new to the channels, but he loved watching, the videos. Thank you for joining us. Big up to Alicia, my daughter. Big up to Anthony. Ant, what's up? Orange Joseph, Golly Creeper. Big up yourself. I know you're at work right now, but listen, stop by later on today. But I got some stew peas, and some fry. What the fish name by? What the fish name? What the fish name again? I got some fried paku. I fried some paku today, by guys. If you go to my video, Guyana, look at my report market. You see me buying paku and Gail Backer from the vendors in there. Big up all the vendors in Maripo Market. All the vendors in Maripo Market. Guys, Maripo Market, I grew up going to Maripo Market. I grew up in Pleasant, so Maripo Market is like 2 miles down. All right. So Maripo Market is a place to be. Yeah, bye. I see you watching, bye. I got some stew peas and some paku here, bye. Oh, Ravi, Toronto. Oh, Toronto. I've been to Canada twice. I've been to Canada twice. Um, I have to come back there sometime. I have to come back to Canada. I have to come back to Canada, and hopefully you guys will give me some details on some or where to go in Canada. Yeah, yeah. Marco Rubio's. What Marco Rubio called the road? He called it the concussion road. He called it the concussion roads. Man, everybody is trying to get a piece of Guyana. Everybody is trying to get a piece of Guyana right now. Me personally, I have no plans on going back to Guyana to live. Personally, and that's just a personal choice that my wife and I made. We are not going back to Guyana to live. We will go visit, and that's about it. We have kids that's in their 30s, in their 20s, and they know nothing about Guyana. So even if we wanted to go back to Guyana to build something, who will we leave it with? Who will we pass on this legacy or just, whatever to? There's no one, because my kids are not going to Guyana. So it makes no sense for us. Yes, I know, Rocco. Enjoy your day. Tell your co-workers I'm going to say hi. Sipping on some high wine and Monster here. You're damn right. I'll be in Florida. I'll be in Florida. Everything that's in Guyana, I'm going to have it in Florida. I'm going to plant everything that I need right there in Florida. I have my own garden, have everything. I will go visit Guyana, and that's about it. Guys, did I tell you I lost my vlogging stick? The camera I used to vlog with. I have a habit of leaving it in the back seat. I have a habit of leaving it in the back seat of the plane. So coming back from Guyana, you know, that's why you guys didn't see that last video of me leaving Guyana. I was vlogging, as we were exiting Guyana, and when we came off the flight, I forgot my vlogging stick in the seat in the seat back pocket. And this is what I knew. This is what I usually use to vlog with. This is what I used to vlog with, and I had to end up buying another one. So it just came like 2 days ago. So this is what I used to vlog with. This is the Pocket Three camera. It's about $900 for this camera. It's very nice. So I had to end up buying another one. So the one I'm using right now is a brand new one that I just received 2 days ago. No, 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 no cash grants, no cash grants, no cash grants. Even if I had a chance to get that, I believe I would probably just give it away to the people, the local people in the streets or something. But it's nice that they're even considering giving people money like that. But I think what they need to do is take that cash grant. And we had a discussion about this cash grant business. What about all the people that's walking the street that don't have like ID or can't do nothing for themselves? What about their cash grant? How are they getting their cash grant? The people that's walking around. How are they getting their money? I think the government should do something like open up some kind of like facility that we could put these people in and feed them and get them off the streets. Because you see them all over. You see them all over Georgetown. You see them all over in the streets. So if they can't receive their cash grant, and they don't have ID to receive their cash grant, what's going to happen to that money? But like I said, politics is not my thing. This channel is not about politics, and this channel is not about. Yeah, I mean, we don't talk about politics and religion here. That's what brings division. And this channel is not about that. So we're not even going to talk about politics. So we're going to leave that alone. Yeah, you're right, Ravi. Without transportation, without ID, how are they getting their money? How are they getting that money? I know people right now haven't even received their money because they have no transportation or no way of getting to the location. But like I said, um, I don't live in Guyana. I don't live in Guyana, so I couldn't tell you. But it would be nice for them to, find some way of doing something for the people that's living in Guyana, that's living on the streets, that has mental issues and can't get to location to pick up their money. They should do something special for these people in some way of getting the money or being helped in some way. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Fiola. Yeah, the Gail Barker was good. My sister and I enjoyed it. You hear my sister and I in the kitchen, walking around, and she was moderating for the Gail Barker, right? Gail Barker was good, man. But the Gail Barker is too expensive. The Gail Barker in Guyana is so expensive, guys. I bought the Gail Barker. The Gail Barker I bought, I paid $15,000 for that Gail Barker. Live in Canada. You haven't gone back since then. Well, you need to pay Guyana a visit, man. You need to pay Guyana a visit. Go back home. But when you go back home, just be careful. Just have proper people around you. There you go by Goldbacher. That's what they call it. Guys, the reason why they call Gailbacher Goldbacher, like when you catch a fresh Gailbacher, the skin is gold. It's gold. It has like this gold slime on the outside. And then when you're cleaning it and you're scraping it off, all that gold slime comes off, and it turns gray. And it turns gray. Yeah. So Kulbaki it is. Yeah, man. Politics. Yeah, man. Politics and religion is the two biggest division in this world. Because someone might believe in something else and you might believe in something else, and then you guys clash and then it becomes problems. Every man has a right to believe in whatever he wants to believe in, and we stay away from that and leave it alone. That's it. um I don't know if they're building these homes, assisted living homes. I don't know if they're doing that. That's not something I I was looking into, but I can find out. I can ask questions to find, and I can find out. But I don't. But personally, I don't know. Yeah, man. That's why they say Guyana is the only Caribbean country, or the only country that feeds itself, because we have everything. We have everything. The fruits, you walk the market, man. You see these vegetables and these fruits. They look beautiful, beautiful organic, fruits and vegetables. Never recover my camera. Never recover my camera. The day that we came in and we exited the airport, we was waiting for our Uber. I realized the camera was missing, and I knew exactly where I left it. I knew exactly where I left it. My wife knew exactly where I left it, and I ran back to JetBlue, lost and found. Told them, listen, my camera was left on the plane in the back seat. They asked me what row I was sitting at. I told them I was sitting in 3A, and they asked me to fill out a lost and found report. They asked me to make like a lost and found report. So I did that, and they told me they will keep in contact. They come back, check back later on the next day. So the next day I went right back up to the airport. Got there, they told me, listen, we can't find your camera, we don't have it yet. So I'm still waiting. But like I said, it's a service company, usually clean planes. So if you lose your stuff in a plane, and these service company guys that come in there and they see these cameras, they're not returning that stuff to lost and found. So you could forget about that. They're not returning that stuff, especially seeing something that I have. That stuff costs like close to $1,000. They're not returning that stuff to lost and found. They're gonna pocket that stuff and disappear with it. So I already know the deal. I count my losses, and I already bought a new one already. You're right. Finders keepers. I forgot about that camera a long time ago. I forgot about that a long time ago. But I did had like a little bit of footage on there on my SD card. I had footage of us coming back to Guyana. Coming back from Guyana, and I had like a little footage of them there. But they could keep the camera, man. Let's give me my footage. Yeah, but I know the thief that long time. I'm not getting that stuff back. What should happen? They should turn on the camera. When they turn on the camera, some kind of orange smoke just pitch in their face, and they can't wash it off. So when they walk around, the whole face look orange. But I forgot about that a long time ago. All right, so now I have a new one. Hopefully, I put a attached string to it, like a wrist string. So hopefully, I don't forget about it. I don't lose it again. So the camera is very expensive. It's not cheap. Nah. So it's all good. We let it go. Nah, I know Baku over here, by. Yeah, but guys, as you come in, I got give it a video a like, give the video a like. Let's hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up as you enter the room, yeah? Let's hit that thumbs up for me. Come on, let me see you. I got 75 people watching. I got 23 thumbs up. Come on, hit that thumbs up, guys. There we go. There we go. Keep hitting them thumbs up. No, I went to I went to the German. They got this place, the German restaurant, the German soup. Is like they sell soup. So I went and got German soup, guys. I got mosquito biting me. I went and got German soup. Guys, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like button, hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. 70 people watching. 23 thumbs up. Come on, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. Yes, I went to German and got soup, and it was pretty good. The location that German is located in Tiger Bay. Tiger Bay, oh my God, Tiger Bay is run down. Tiger Bay is so run down, guys. That's where all the drugs. People say that that's where all the drugs are. If you want drugs, you go to Tiger Bay. They need to clean that place out. That place is filthy. By this soup, actually, Christopher, this soup actually didn't make me drink too much water, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. The soup was pretty good. The meat was kind of tough though. The meat was kind of tough. It needs boiling. It needs more boiling. But otherwise than that, the broth and everything was pretty good. It was pretty good. I know, guys. Usually, when you guys are watching YouTube, you guys usually go to your TV, your smart TVs, and you will like just watch me from your smart TVs. But you guys gotta pull up your phone and subscribe to the channel. All right, subscribe to the channel, guys. You gotta subscribe. Subscription is free. You have to pay for nothing. All right, just hit that subscribe button and share the videos. Okay, I love going to Guyana. I love bigging up Guyana. I'm very proud of Guyana. I'm very proud of the state that we are in, and I'm proud of all the development that's going on. Besides politics, I'm seeing what I'm seeing, and I'm very proud of what's going on in Guyana. Yeah, Ravi, so I heard. They also have it in Brooklyn. They have German in Brooklyn as well. I love Guyana, man. I love Guyana. I would never. People tell me. People say, "Yo, how come you've been in this country for so many years?" I've been here at the age of 12, and my accent ain't gone no way. Okay, I've been living in America since the age of 12, and my accent stays strong, 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 strong. People, when I'm around my people, this is me. True Guyanese to the bone. No changing. It's mosquito season. Mosquitoes everywhere. Never been to Rice Bowl before. But yeah, I gotta go back to Guyana, man. Yeah, I gotta go back and we got to link up in Guyana someday, man. Anybody coming down to New York for Labor Day parade? I know the Canadians like to come over. Yeah, man. I don't believe in coming here and trying to act different and trying to talk different, make people think you're something different. I'm Guyanese, and that's it. Yeah, man, Chris, that's something. That would be nice, man. Everybody link up and go together and really see what Ghana is like. If y'all want bus service, y'all just hit me up. I got bus service. Y'all see the bus I was riding in. The guy is very nice, man. We grew up together down there in Pleasance. Very nice guy. He has car rental as well. He could drive you around. Nice AC, nice and comfortable, man. Very nice and comfortable. Hmm? But otherwise than that, man, I will be going back soon. I know my dad can't wait to go back. I know he can't wait to go back. So that was one man used to always say, "You going back to Ghana." He always used to say that. I'm not going back to Ghana. There's no reason for me to go back to Ghana. After we came here, my dad came up here in America in the 80s. And then we came up, and then he never went back to Guyana. So we talking about close to 40 years, he never went back to Guyana. So when he actually went back this time, he like, it's good. It's good that he like it. Guyana changed, and I know he's going to be going back pretty soon. When I go to Guyana, go to Guyana, it's local. It's local thing. If y'all see me, I there at the stand eating palori, eating egg ball and puri and them thing. This is what I eat it. When I go to Guyana, I drink a local thing. Everybody want to drink this Johnny Walker, this and that, and blue and this and that. I stick into high wine, stick into El Dorado, stick into Banks beer. My wife loves Banks beer. Oh God, she loves beer bad. She loves beer bad, guys. Hey, yeah, I see she did dry tennis shoulder and beer. Yeah, early morning, the girl going across the street, dry tennis shoulder and beer. I said, girl, the girl, where's this? Never seen this in my life. I even have vodka. I even have vodka. Is what me yet, buddy. I can't drink though. That's what me yet. Well, them hotel developing now. So they got, like I said, development is coming. It's taking a little time, but it's coming. Give it another what? Another 3 years, maybe 4 years. Give it another 3, 4 years, man. Gonna be all right. Ravi, you saw that, right? You saw she did dry down, right? They call it dry down. You see, she did dry tennis show, and she said she's drinking tea without milk. That's what she called the Banks beer, tea without milk. Minnesota. Minnesota's in the building. Sonia, welcome. Welcome. Sonia, what part of Guyana are you from? Charles, the Airbnb was sucks. The Airbnb was sucks. I didn't have a good time. It could have been better. But like I was saying earlier, there are a lot of people in Guyana. Oh, from Kitty. Sonia's from Kitty. Big up Kitty. William Street, Kitty. My grandmother used to live there. I'll be past through there this time. Man, I don't know how they're doing it. I don't know how they're doing that, building hotels without parking lots. I don't know how they're doing it. Maybe I don't know. They need to build parking lots for real. Some of the hotels, like if you go to Status Hotel in Coral Street, they have no parking lots. The hotel have no parking lot. They have like parking spaces. Most of the time, like I said, me personally, when I go to Guyana, I don't drive. I would never drive in Guyana. I would never drive in Guyana. And that's where most of my money goes. Most of my money go into car rental and being comfortable. That's okay. No fighting. No fighting. No fighting. No fighting. No fighting. Everybody has a right to make their comments. All right. Let me be mature and be adults. But I know some people rep Guyana hard, and they don't want nobody talk bad about Guyana. Tal. I'm like one of those people. We rep the country bad. We don't care. We don't care. But this is a nice professional place, and so let me just take it easy. Shell Road Kitty. Chris, I know you rep Guyana fully by. I know. I can see that. I see that. You talk about Guyana with passion, brother. All right, all right. I think the new hotel they build on the seawall, I believe it's the new Pegasus. They have parking lot there, man. They have parking lot there. They have parking lot there. Oh really? Sonia, you stayed at 212 the Silver Street. At 215, sorry, 215 the Silver Street. It was terrible. Yes. For all the newcomers that didn't catch the live in the beginning, everyone is asking me about the Airbnb that I stayed at. The Airbnb was the most ridiculous, and it was terrible. Um, like I said, when we got to Guyana, we were supposed to stay at 35 Kitty Seawall, Kitty Public Road. Sorry, 35 Kitty Public Road. I was speaking with the host the entire time throughout the flight, leaving from America to Guyana. We were texting because my flight was delayed. We were communicating by text message. When we finally got to Guyana, we met the host at 35 Kitty Public Road. The guy told me not to offload my minibus, not to take my bags off, because someone was still in the apartment and they wanted to stay 2 additional days. What that have to do with me? That have nothing to do with me. I already booked my place for a certain amount of days, and there were still people in there. So he took me to a new location, which was 215 De Silva. When we got to the Silva, um, the second day we found brooches in the drawer, in the cabinets, in the spoon where they keep the spoons. It was wrap droppings all over on the outside in the yard, and and we tried to reach out to this guy, the host, and we couldn't reach him. After we paid this guy in full, we couldn't reach this guy ever again. Up to the day that we left Guyana, that morning we left, we didn't meet no host. We just left the keys inside, and we cut out. We didn't see nobody since. We asked for bed sheets. I was texting this guy bed sheets and all these things, and this guy was not responding. So the stay at the Airbnb, Sheik's apartment and car rental. Don't rent anything from these people. 35 Kitty Public Road and 215 De Silva Street. Don't rent these places. If you see these places on bookings.com, don't rent these places. As much as you want to help out the local businesses and people coming up, if you can't handle Airbnb, if you can't be a proper host, don't rent no house to nobody. You're taking people money. People work hard for their money, buddy. Are you lucky anyone because the real guy needs money, I will come and find you there. I will come and find you there and shut down the whole place. But my wife tell me calm down. My wife tell me calm down, just stay positive and enjoy myself. So that's what I did. Hey, why y'all doing fighting, man? This life is not about that, man. Why y'all doing fighting? Y'all stop fighting, man. Y'all know each other. That's why y'all fighting over. Let me tell you something. Grace, coming from coming from the airport, coming off the plane, walking through the jetway is very nice. Right now, the process of depart going through to immigration, very smooth, none to worry about. We got out to that airport so fast we couldn't believe it. But like I said, there's no more pen and paper immigration forms. You have to go to google.com, type in Guyana immigration form, select the first one, and you will see you'll see the application. You have to fill it out 2 to 3 days before you get into Guyana. At least 2 days or so. And coming back out, you gotta do the same thing. So you have one application going in and one application coming out. Once you do that, you'll be fine. I don't know, Sonia. I don't know the guy's name who owned that Airbnb. We met a host. It was a skinny black guy. I forgot his name. But like I said, he was the one I was talking to and doing business with. He was the one I was texting back and forth with. And I only owe him responsible because he's the one who took my money. I pay him cash US dollars. Okay? I pay him cash US dollars when he came to get his money. I paid him in full and I never saw him again. Let me tell you something. Tennis roll, back in the days, tennis roll and the Guyana local nut butter. Growing up, we never used to have these things in abundance like we have it now. Like back in the days, we had these nut butter used to have a different taste to it. Like you could actually take a spoon of nut butter yourself and eat it. It used to taste so different. Now it's like them thing, you don't want to eat them thing no more. But back in the days, the tennis roll, the sweet tennis roll and the nut butter, forget about it. It's a mashed up bad. Like when my dad came to America first and he used to send us like these barrels, and my mother used to say, she used to put a lock on the barrel. You can't go in there and take nothing. It used to be nut butter and thing in there. But we used to find a way to get into that barrel. Take a spoon and dig out that nut butter. Put it in your mouth. You come home and catch me one day. I couldn't open my mouth, it paste down. Nut butter. Go part of Pleasant. See your family, bye. That's right. Eldorado and Banks is local favorites, by. You can't go to Guyana and be drinking all them fancy things. Yeah, drink local, buddy. You know what? I heard about the 592, Sonia. I heard about the 592 apartment in Duncan on Duncan Street. My wife was telling us let's stay there, but since we had already booked this place, we didn't want to change, and we wanted to be closer to seawall. So that's why we left it the way it is. But can you imagine? Can you imagine renting a place and you can't get a hold of the host or nobody? You need sheets, you can't get a hold of nobody. It's terrible. And we didn't pay no little bit of money to stay there. And then when you get them bad feedback now, they say use the bad guy. But I don't care. I can get them a feedback. I can get them a feedback through booking.com and mash them up. Well, I find the place developing well. Just the streets are developing slowly, and for some reason, as the streets develop, more cars coming in. It's like everybody have a car in Guyana now. The streets are full of cars. The traffic coming down from the traffic going back to the airport. When you finish your vacation and you had a good time in Guyana and you're going back to the airport, they usually tell you to take 2 hours prior. I'm telling people, do not take 2 hours. Take 4 hours. 4 hours to go back to the airport. I tell you people, you can get stranded in Guyana if you deal with that 2 hour business. Take 4 hours. The highway is crazy. Yeah, like I said, allowed everyone is allowed to have their own feelings and give their own feedback about how they feel about what's going on. We have the right as human beings to do that. So no one should get bent out of shape if someone is leaving a feedback or saying something. All right, just leave it as it is. That's how that person feels, and that's what it is. So that's what that person feels, and that's what it is, guys. So I leave each other alone, man. I stop fighting, man. I'm going out with you, man. Like, yeah, I want to go pour yourself a drink over. Yeah? Yeah, I need to go grab yourself a drink. I'm going to grab myself a drink again. I know y'all can still hear me because I have a mic on. Y'all can still hear me loud and clear. Mm? I'm gonna pour myself some high wine, people. You know? Guys, what I don't like about Guyana, the drugs is rampant. The drugs is rampant. The drugs is rampant. If you have somebody that go into Guyana and like to smoke weed, don't let them take weed from anybody off the streets. From what I've heard, they're mixing this thing down with all kind of thing. All right, stay away from the drugs in Guyana. It's crazy. I mean, you should stay away from drugs anyway, but my Guyanese people, be careful. If you're carrying anybody to Guyana and like to smoke weed and they like to do these things, be very careful. No, I am a Williams. I am a Williams. My mother name is Sandra Williams. No, but she can't be miss. Big tall red lady. Big tall red lady with cat eye. Anybody know Sandra Williams? She's from Pleasance. That's my mom. We used to live down the back down, Prince William Street, all the way down the back. Hey, I talking about bus rice. I had this. If you guys coming down from the airport at the junction, there's some girls that sell they sell food. They have like some food carts out there. I had a cocoa price there. It tastes like bus rice for chew by. After actually bun if you look at my video, watch my video, you're gonna see, man. Them girls could cook good. So you're coming down from the airport, you can stop over there. Tell them Big Mason are you. They can fix you up. They can fix you up with some bus rice and some fried fish. My view on the nightlife in Guyana. Um, my view on the nightlife. I know that back in the days, Palm Court was my thing. My wife couldn't drag me out to Palm Court. She said, I hate when I go Palm Court. But as I get older now, it's like I'm more into like karaoke bars. I'm more into like Cool Square places like that. Hit up this place called Sorak Bar. Is on. Sorry, a car just passed by. Sorak Bar on Lamaha. Hit up the place. Nice quiet lounge. You guys will enjoy that. But I'm a more lounge guy, man. I don't party like that no more. I'm a more lounge guy. I'm more loungy now. Like if I go to Guyana by myself, Palm Court are there. I did it. But if I go with the wife, she want to go there tall. Me and the fellas them hang out in Palm Court, you know how the fellas them is do it, man. Have a good time. But I don't live that life, that night life in Guyana. Cause Guyana getting out the hand right now. These man is getting crazy. Next to which market you live? Right next to what market? You talk about Pleasance Market? Which market you live? Archer. Only one person know that name that called me that, and they have to know me personally. Who is that person? Oh, Kiran. Are you going by Archer, by? Me know you as Archer. But motherfucker, you know what? I think I never call you. I never call you by your last name at all. I just call you Kiran. Kiran, big up yourself, but I ain't seen you such a long time, by. Why you come in New York? When you come in New York, man, oh, I gotta come out the side and meet you. Guyana do need more lights in the streets. Guyana need a lot of things. Guyana need a lot of things. But the roads that they're building, the Hero Highway Road, the road that leading you from the airport to Plaisance to all these places, very nice. I'm telling you, it's looking very nice, man. It's looking very nice. Like I said, I can only speak for me just visiting and seeing what's going on. I don't live in Guyana, so I won't give any other inputs about the way the country is going. I'm just talking about me visiting for a short period of time and seeing what's going on. That's it. And from what I saw and from what I left, in Guyana, when I left Guyana when I was 12 years old and going back, I'm seeing the development and I'm seeing Guyana is looking very nice. Like I said, I ain't talking about politics. I ain't talking about nothing else. I'm talking about what I see with my own eyes. I do see that Georgetown and Stabrook Market and them places around those places need developing. They need developing. Those places around that those areas. I mean, Georgetown is the capital. And that should be like a wow factor. Like when you come to Guyana and you touch down, you should be like, wow, look at Georgetown. You know what I'm saying? Around Coffee Square area, all them places look run down. All them places be clean up, man. Clean up the place, man. Yeah, boy, that's what I heard. I heard people dying on that road for true, that Heroes Highway. I heard people dying, but for some reason, from the street and from the air, like we do like a drone shots, the roads them look real nice. When you're driving on them, the road is very like lumpy. You know, it's not smooth. It's not smooth, but it looks good. But when you actually drive on the roads, it's a different story. But like I said, everybody have their own opinion. Some people still live in Guyana. Some people, left Guyana at an older age. Some people didn't know what's going on. So all of our opinions will be different. So that's why I tell people don't fight. Everybody have a different opinion. Yeah, I heard Marco Rubio call that road the concussion road for true. The man said by the time he reached the destination, he had two lumps in the top of his head. But I mean, hey, what can you do? They need to fix up the place, man. I think the place, I think it's gonna get there, but it just takes time. Hopefully, get there when we have money, and not when the money run out. Then we can't do nothing about it. So hopefully, we get there soon. So hopefully we get there soon, guys. It's summertime, and mosquito is all over the place. I didn't light my flambeau. I need to light my flambeau. Right now, I'm in New York. I'm in my backyard. Should be making my way to Florida sometime soon. I don't know yet because that house is over there is being neglected. And when summertime come, I like to be out here because all the action is in New York. I tell you, no, you have it inside. The Liberty nightclub, the Liberty nightclub. No, I never went to any nightclubs in Guyana. Not really. No, the only nightclub I went in Guyana is Palm Court. I used to go to Palm Court a lot. Hey, Lehigh Acres. I live in Lehigh Acres, man. We have to link up, man. We have to link up definitely. I'm in Lehigh Acres as well. What part of Lehigh are you there? Ravi, Ravi, buddy, Ravi. Bye. Bike life. You see all this gray hair here, bye? Yeah? I'm a grandfather now, bye. But I've been a grandfather for a little while. And that bike used to make I do a lot of bad things by on the road. I was crazy on the road with a bike. I got rid of the bike. A partner came and picked up the bike from my backyard. He said, yo, So I just sell the bike key. I don't ride bikes no more, by. That bike thing is making do some crazy things, buddy. So right now I'm looking for a cruiser. I don't want them speed bike no more. I passed that stage already. Okay. I'm right there at off of Lee Boulevard. Lee and Williams. You got banned too, right? You got banned from riding your bike. My wife said get rid of that thing. She said you don't need that thing no more. But it was the bike that I had. It was a Honda RC51, a legacy bike that they don't make anymore. They don't make that bike anymore. I was gonna pack it up and carry it to Florida and put it up in my garage as an ornament, But a friend of mine, he loved it more than I did. So I guess I just sold it to him. Oren is telling me get the cruiser. Oren is the one. The guys, if you look at the comments, you see Oren. Oren is the one who made me get a bike. This guy encouraged me to get a bike. This guy started riding bike before me. He's like, yo, he's riding bike by himself. He's like, yo, get a bike. I said, all right, I'm gonna get a bike. And one day we were drinking in our living room. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I was looking online, looking for a bike, and I saw this bike. And Oren and me, our two wives, Rosanna, and his wife, we jumped in Oren's pickup truck and went straight to we went to Boston. That same night in our living room, went to Boston and picked up a bike for me. And I bought my bike that night and we drove it back. And Oren is the one who encouraged me to get a bike. No, he got rid of his bike before I got rid of my bike. So I got rid of my bike after. I don't ride bikes no more, man. We don't ride bikes no more. We're trying to enjoy our family for as long as possible and take nice vacations, man. That's it. Oh, this is Junior. Oren Junior. Oren, you gotta get a bike by. Oren Junior. You gotta taste the bike. Oren, put Junior next to your name because you look like your father. You gotta put JR next to your name by. But you see, I got to maintain no secrets. Because me thinking you use the puppy. I got to me not talk up now to the way. Oren Junior, guys, my nephew. Big up yourself, Oren. How's the kids? Oh, you said Auntie Rosie long time. By me carry all these comments are coming down so quick by. All the kids are in. I gotta come up there soon. Or you gotta come down by me. Okay, okay, okay. You coming up for Labor Day? Hey, take care of yourself, man. Thank you for joining, all right? Big up yourself. One love to you and the family. Stay safe. Guys, I know you don't see a lot of vlogs from me. You don't see me vlogging a lot. I'm not usually vlogging like every week or every other week. I'm about to go shave up and get ready for work for tomorrow. We do have 9 to 5s that we have to work and pay our bills. Like I said, YouTube doesn't pay me. I just do this as a hobby. And I don't make videos so often. And when I do make a video, I'm happy that you guys are still hanging in there and supporting me. So we will see you guys again. I can't tell you exactly when I'll put out another video. Hopefully soon. I love when you guys subscribe. I know you guys be watching from your television and you don't have an option to subscribe, but jump on your cell phone, log on your cell phone, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned. And my goal is to travel throughout the whole of Caribbean. I want to see all the Caribbean islands. That's my goal. That's my bucket list. I told my wife already. And even if she can't make it, I got. All right, that's my goal to travel throughout the whole of the Caribbean and some other, islands and some other countries. But as you're getting older, this is what you want to do now in life. You just want to just travel, man. I just want to travel and see the world. You know, so hang in there, bear with me for videos, and thanks for watching. I'm gonna be signing off. Peace to everybody. Love you guys, and see you next time. All right, peace out.